Here are your 5 essential tips for piping with buttercream. Number 1 is how to place a piping tip in the bag, and I'm using Wilton tip number 2D. The first thing I need to do is get a cup or a bowl and my piping bag and my tip. I'm going to put my tip all the way inside like this. I will mark somewhere halfway of the tip, as you can see. Just mark it, don't scratch it. And then push the tip down and you will see the mark on your paper bag, piping bag, and you're gonna cut a straight line exactly where you marked. And push the tip back in, it will be exactly halfway. Number 2 is how to neatly fill your piping bag. And for that, you need to fold the top of your piping bag like this. It's like making a cuff. And that way you will fill the piping bag neat and you will keep your hands also neat. Place the piping bag on your cup or a bowl. And remember here, don't push your piping tip down on the bottom of your cup because it will go into the piping bag. So keep that also folded and then fold it the whole bag on your cup or your bowl. I'd really advise you to have something to pipe on. Even if your table is clean, you can just practice on your table or cling wrap or a board like this. So then you can pick up all the buttercream and put it back in your bag or in your bowl. Now we are ready to pipe, but I need to tell you there are 2 most important things that you have to remember when using a piping bag and a tips. The angle that you hold the piping bag, is it a 45-degree angle towards you like this, or a 90-degree angle upwards, vertical? That's the first thing. The second thing you need to remember is when you're gonna squeeze and when you're gonna release pressure. When I say release pressure, it means I am decreasing, I stop squeezing. So let's start with the vertical grip, which is 90 degrees angle. And with this grip, you can do stars and swirls and rosettes. The first star looks like this. I'm gonna touch the tip to the board and I'm squeezing with my right hand. My left hand is only supporting my right. I'm gonna squeeze, 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 squeeze. I'm gonna stop squeezing and then I'm gonna lift. That creates a star. I'm gonna squeeze, 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 squeeze a lot, and then I'm gonna stop squeezing first and then I will let go. Because if I squeeze, squeeze, squeeze while I'm letting go, I create a triangle and that is not very pretty. The next shape you can do still at a 90-degree angle is called a rosette, and that's a very popular shape that we use a lot on cakes. And now I'm still holding my piping bag at a 90-degree angle, but this time it's not touching the cake, it's lifted above to create more of a 3D effect. I'm gonna squeeze a lot and turn, squeeze a lot and turn, squeeze a lot and turn. And then at some point I release pressure while I'm still turning, so it kind of closes up like that. And that is your rosette. And please remember that this really requires practice. Now I'll show you with the same tip, which is the closed star, what it can do at a 45-degree angle. A 45-degree angle means that you hold the piping bag slanting like this. It's not straight up like this anymore, it's slanting. And it's always facing towards yourself, okay? You're gonna squeeze up and then on your way down, release pressure. Squeeze up, on your way down, release pressure. And that creates a shell border. You can see, if I will do it towards you, then again, the piping bag should be facing me. I will start with a 45-degree angle. I'll go up on top of the first one, squeeze a lot, and on my way down, I'm decreasing pressure from my fingers. at a 45-degree angle, you just do big swirls, circles on top of each other. 1, 2, 3. Again, you can stop and keep going. 1 circle, 2 circle, and you keep going. Now I'm going to show you how to use a coupler with a piping bag. For example, I want to use the color purple in this piping bag, and then I want to use 2 different tips. This is a star tip and this is a round tip. This time we're going to put the coupler inside. You're going to cut where there's a first ridge here in the coupler. Make a mark. Push it down and cut exactly where you marked. Straight line. Push it in. Now you're able to fill your bag without changing your tips. So the first tip I'm going to use is a star tip. Put the ring to seal it. And there we have, ready. When I'm done using the star tip, I can remove this and the ring and replace it with another style.
Save this video and remember these 5 tips for the next time you're piping with buttercream.